What's up, YouTube? Silver Dragons here, and in this video we're going to talk about why you should be investing in gold right now. So let's do it. Thank you so much for watching my video. I do sincerely appreciate it. If you want to learn more about investing in precious metals, or if you just want to watch awesome videos about gold and silver, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, so why should you be investing in gold right now? That is the question we're going to try and answer. Also stick around because we will be talking about Prospect Ridge and their extremely exciting investment opportunity a little bit later in the video. The first thing that I want to make clear is that I'm not a financial advisor, but I have been buying precious metals for quite a while and I've learned so much, and I want to pass that information along to you. Now, in regard to investing in gold and why it's so important, why you need to be doing it right now, well, it comes down to diversification. In my opinion, you should look at multiple places to store your wealth when it comes to investing. Don't put all of your eggs in one basket. Don't look at just the stock market or cryptos, but also gold. Now, gold has been used as money for thousands and thousands of years. It is a great way to retain your wealth, and it is a great hedge against inflation as well. The truth of the matter is that no one knows what the future holds, and putting some of your wealth into a safe haven asset like gold is now more important than ever. Let me explain why. The government has the ability to create as much currency as they want, and recently they've been going a little crazy.
Simply flooded the system with money.
Yes, we did. That's another way to think about it. We did.
Where does it come from? Do you just print it?
We print it digitally. So we as a central bank, we have the ability to create money digitally, and we do that by buying treasury bills or bonds or other government guaranteed securities, and that actually increases the money supply. We also print actual currency, and we distribute that through the Federal Reserve Bank.
Here's a chart showing the M2 money supply increasing, and as you can see, we did have a big jump last year in 2020, and what's unfortunate is that they don't share this data with us anymore. How convenient. This article goes on to say the M2 money supply is up 30% in the past year. A financial crisis is coming, and fears that they stopped reporting the money supply because they believe they will need to produce even more money to pump into the economy. Can you see the writing on the wall? Whenever we see an increase in the money supply, especially as big of one as we saw last year, we see inflation. The buying power of the dollar goes down. Now, this $100 bill won't buy you as many groceries as it would have a few years ago. We are now seeing record inflation, but it is not too late to take some of your wealth and put it into gold to protect yourself. I, for one, do not want to have all of my wealth tied up in dollars or dollar-denominated assets because, as I just said, the government can create an unlimited amount of currency. They can keep on creating more dollars, which will be more inflation down the road, and the funny thing is, they're not even telling us how much they create anymore. How crazy is that? Why on earth would you store your wealth with this stuff right here? This is just a fiat currency. It's only backed by faith and trust in it. It's not backed by gold anymore. There's nothing backing the dollar. It could go to zero at some point. Now, let me be honest with you all for a second here. I'm not one of those doom and gloom guys that thinks the world is going to end tomorrow. In fact, I don't even know if the dollar will crash in my lifetime, but I do know that I have no control over the amount of currency that's created or the amount of inflation we will see down the road. So that's why I protect myself. I go with the safe haven assets like gold and silver, and you should probably think about doing the same. Now, one of the best things that gold does is to help you retain your wealth no matter what happens down the road. But if you want to grow your wealth with gold, you need to look at other things besides just physical gold, and one of those things can be mining companies. Now, I'm super excited because I was able to partner with Prospect Ridge to bring you this video. They are a junior resource company with incredible potential. So let's take a look. Right out the gate, I want to say I'm super excited to be talking about Prospect Ridge because they're potentially one of those once-in-a-lifetime companies that you could invest in. They have two projects, both located in Canada, and the one I would like to talk about is called the Holy Grail. I can see why it gets that name. Within a 10-mile radius, there are 12 other past-producing mines, some of which have done extremely well over the last few years. Seabridge Gold, which has 38 million ounces of gold resources, Tudor Gold, whose share price has exploded in the last few months, Newcrest Mining, whose gold production is expected to be 2 million ounces a year, Skeena Resources, and the list goes on and on. Now, the aerial surveys at the Holy Grail project have been done, and the mineral samples they've done thus far are bringing back insanely awesome gold grades, but they have not begun drilling yet. Once the snow melts, the rigs are going to start drilling, and as we've seen from past miners, that's when you could see the biggest uptick in share price, depending on the results. Mike Iverson is literally coming out of retirement for Prospect Ridge to be their CEO and director because he believes the company is sitting atop one of the best deposits in the world. He has built two highly successful mining companies in his career, Neo Gold and Fortuna Silver, and he's bringing his knowledge and expertise to Prospect Ridge. And lastly, I have to mention that the company has no debt whatsoever. So if you want to check out Prospect Ridge for yourself, see if they're right for you and your portfolio, I will put a link down below in the description. As I've said in past videos, investing in mining companies is more risky than buying physical gold. However, you do have upside potential beyond just seeing the spot price of gold go up. So if you can get the timing right, the rewards can be quite impressive. I personally have seen several junior mining companies do extremely well over the past few years, and typically one of the biggest catalysts is the results of their drilling program. Once they find out how much gold is actually below the surface, that's when you can see that huge jump up. So if you can invest in a company before they get the drilling results, that's really where you can see the biggest reward. But again, it is more risky than just buying physical gold. Now, whether you're buying physical gold to protect yourself from inflation or you're investing in mining companies to help grow your portfolio, I just want to leave you with this. 2022 is going to be a very interesting year. It's looking like we're going to see some rate hikes next year, and this is great for gold because its price has gone up by an average of 30% in the previous 6 rate hike periods. So we could see $2,300, $2,400 gold as soon as next year. So that's definitely something to look out for on the horizon. And as I wrap up this video, I want to say a massive thank you again to Prospect Ridge for partnering with me to help make this video possible. If you want to check them out, again, there'll be some links down below in the description. And lastly, I want to say a huge thank you to all of you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Silver Dragons out.